you're live.
Fuck if they don't make it an aggravating process. Whatever.
Needs 4 viewers. Needs 4 viewers. Oh, it's echoing. How do you do shit?
Alright. I'm gonna turn it off.
Turn off
There.
volume.
I was just testing if the mic worked. Well, 4 viewers there's the tablet, there's that screen, there's this phone, and then maybe there's one person in here, but it must have been lag because I sat there and it said excellent condition and nothing was happening. Anyways. I don't like the way they have this one. Good night. I think this is the stupidest shit ever. It's just not I don't feel good about doing it like that. They want you to use CA glue. Just big old dumb gooey mess. Alright.
How was the cookie?
Oh, it's good. self-tapping screws. And I am just adding a little CA on them. I don't like any of this. Just don't like that. They said use CA glue here. It's fucking dumb. Absolutely dumb. And they don't indicate how or where. You just say they just have. It's just cheap, just a lame arrow. CA glue. What? Wait, what? In the seam? Because that doesn't do shit right there. And it sure as fuck didn't hold anything when I put it inside the seam. This really makes me, we'll see. I mean, people fly this thing, and it's pretty fucking banger when they do. Anyways. I'm not going to do it on the outside. I don't want that gross stuff looking on the outside. I'm already embarrassed that it's here on the inside. I mean, maybe that adds, keeps it from vibrating one way or the other. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I mean, just do a proper fucking mount. I guess they cut costs everywhere they can. And that's how they get these kits so cheap. Kicker. I have some somewhere. Let's see. Definitely hardened in place. Okay. Well. Huh. Looks like shit on the inside. I just don't like that at all. But anyway. So it basically it pinches it, clamps it into that, and then I guess to keep any vibrations from shifting laterally. That's so dumb. Anyways, I need to get that. I'm gonna put that on later. I don't like that. I'm gonna go to fire up the servos and it'll just start spinning. Alright. Whatever. And I did not like type this one earlier. This side is set. 20 hours of cure, so. There we go. There. Good. Alright. I mean, I did Loctite that earlier. It's got about 20 hours of cure on it to set, so they went in just fine. It's the compression and cutting off the oxygen. All right, 14 millimeters again, microservice. I'm not gonna attach this until the horns until after I've powered it up. That way I can center the servos properly. I just don't want it to fire up and just spin all crazy and haywire. And when you're doing rotoflight too, you also you should limit your geometry always. Because that's what you want is your shit to go flying everywhere. Alright, M2 by 6. Well, that's what we got here. Oh, 1.5. Alright. Don't tighten first. Screws not tighten first. And this is the kind of shit I'm talking about. And then they got it circled and an arrow pointing. So are you pointing to just this group only? Because this one is also circled. Just like this one is circled. Screws not tighten first. Tighten the top ones first, then tighten the bottom ones. Or save this for a later stage. Like page 20. Find the mystery. Where's the plate? Socket screws. Tell you what. I'm just gonna do a light, but I'm not gonna do any no Loctite. I'll just have them all in place and I'll pull them out one at a time once the craft is assembled, because I'm not gonna second guess their shit instructions. Oh, I figured out this earlier. I was looking at parts list earlier today. These are canopy grommets. Sorry. There you go. That's the motor mount. That's the... That pairs with that. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I'll bet you that goes with this here. And we'll go with that there. 2208 and 4009. Alright, this is the top one. Oh, it's got a lip here. And this is the bottom one. No lip. Holds up. Actually, I'm just going to save it there. Page 7. All right. I'm just marking these so that later if I come to them and I get confused or I forgot. They came from page 7. All right. The lip. Cosmoline? Just a little oil, okay? Well, whatever. Okay, so these are shipped in a very light mist. Of oil. Where's that supposed to sit? I guess it comes out this side. Okay, I guess it comes out the side. I don't like that. Or does it go up the shaft? It could be. That would be my guess. I don't like it around the... Well, that's why I'm not fastening it until I get this whole thing done up. In the meantime, they will be just lightly done in. Just enough to anchor them in place. I'll decide later. I'm pretty sure my final thoughts, though, are going to be I will never aim for the Steam 700. Their 420 is good enough. The only reason I even got it, so I'm not really into bang for the buck or cheaping out. Like, if I'm on the mindset buy once, cry once, you know. If you want that Saab or the Tron or whatever, the Forza, maybe it takes you 8 months or 9 months to save up for it. But I can have the cheap thing now, okay? Go for it. I don't know. I don't like cheap shit. I'm doing this because I don't want to cry. Training my wife to fly. I'm no pro badass myself. But I can hover and do basic orientations and little light circuits. She can't even manage the collective right now. So I'm going to be... It's like I'm the one-eyed man and she's the blind. So I guess that makes me king. Stick time. You know, I have gotten so much better this season compared to where I ended last season. Way better. It is. It's stick time. The more you fly, the better you get. Plus also, I changed my whole philosophy. Just do the boring stuff. Nothing else. But I can cover just fine. I want to go inverted. Like, nope, just keep doing it. Keep solidifying it. And when I started getting less ornery and far more conservative, I haven't had a single crash all season. And I don't even need to knock on wood because I know that's going to continue. I overshot once on my Gemini, and I was high up enough that it wouldn't have mattered, but I almost broke my promise of not going inverted all season. You know, blades were tipped all the way down to the ground. Just because I overshot. Brief pucker, I guess, but there we go. Is just itty bitty little tiny tightening. Nothing fancy, nothing hard, not even close. I'm pissed that I haven't run into any damn ball links yet, or for the servo. Watch it be somewhere buried in here at the very end of the kit. Yeah, no shit. There you go. Bag 5. You fuckers. How about that? I'm going to label it the last bag to open. Because these are in no particular order. There. That's how you do it properly. This is an example of why I gush over sub. Page 21 of the manual. That's what these parts are going to correlate to. Page 24 of the manual. That's when I get my kit, I lay out all the baggies in order, and I pull them off each page one at a time. And it's like a production line. It's so nice. And then there's baggies wrapped within baggies, so they've got their different groups and categories within each baggie. Anyway, and that's why you pay your premium price. Ball link going on later. Same with the horns later. All right. Fuselage aluminum column. And there's still, I'm not even sure yet how or what, if these have to come up this way or not. I don't know yet. We'll find out. Probably do. Anyways, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And an aluminum bar. No. Probably that baggie. I don't even know where this. Oh, this. I'm assuming this goes with the tail. It's got to be. Fuselage aluminum column 1, 2, 3, 4. That was the optional one that came with this. And that correlates to here. And that's in place. All right. Good. Out. Good. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one is the one with the aluminum, right? Okay. Garbage and I can't find anybody that did a Steam AK420 build. I can't be the first person who thought about this. It's such a hugely popular craft. Because I got stuck plenty enough times already on this build. And no, don't even think about asking. Not gonna do it. I will never, ever do a short form, quality, zoomed in camera and edited and cut and everything. Like, no way. You want something professional like that, go follow West Hobbies RC, because Jeff does really good builds and I like his videos. It taught me, but I am not about to do that kind of effort. Shout out, Jeff. Thank you, by the way. You got me through my first build, my Goose Sky RS4 Venom. And I was pausing your videos and studying, and then there were parts where I had to rewind over and over and go through it 3-4 times to make sure that, all right, yeah. Oh, earlier, the previous build. This, I wasn't sure if it had been Loctite or not, because the images showed red Loctite on the, but it didn't, it showed you inserting the screws. I don't know with pictures. I'll do an afterthought and some highlights of what I thought sucked and what I thought was cool. Anyways, yes, the swash plate did indeed come with thread locker in it. I finally got one of the screws out. I just said fuck it, and it was red Loctite, so it was nice and tight. I put it back in with red Loctite here about 30 minutes, an hour ago, so it's back in play. But that answers that question. These do indeed come from the factory with the Loctite pre-installed, and yet they didn't put any Loctite up in whatever. Anyways, I get it, because you have to grease it. I just wish they would have had it separate in a bag and let you assemble it, rather than coming pre-assembled. You try to fight taking it apart. These ball links actually fit really nicely. I'll give them props on that. They're just the right amount. I've put ball links on before, and they're so tight, and you're trying to nub them, grind them out, expand them. There's always that nervous moment where, did I go too far? Anyways, yeah, this is actually a pretty decent head assembly. Anyway, is that okay, cotter key. Back to this. Frame. I'll get it together, then I will put Loctite in it. But for now, no. And this is probably what P1 and 2 are for. 2.5 by 6. Looks like we have... you see, bastards. And these are 2.5 by 7. All right. So they are indeed separate. Just to be safe. Pull that one out. Alright, 2.5 by 6. Glad I checked because that was a 7. That one is 2.5 by 6. One, two, three. These are 2.5 by 7. I guess they are all by 7 millimeter. I mean, all right, cool. And these are 8. 8. 6. 8. plate on the bottom. Okay, all right, that's easy. Oh. You know, I bought this thing. And I never use it. It's got a cool little gyro in it though. I just never, I don't know. I think I used it once. I was like, nope, I like the satisfying feel of tightening by hand. And the assurance that I'm giving it exactly the same amount of pressure. I gotta wash these, that's right. I'll do this last second.
Even a bad build is a good build. I don't care. I love building helicopters. I'm gonna build a car. I got a crawler over there. It's actually a really nice one. So I guess these guys are like the Saab, but of ground crawlers. A CX-10 Pro kit. It actually feels pretty heavy. It's going to be a cool little crawler when I'm done. I was thinking about mounting an FPV camera on it, so, so I can feel like I don't know. Anyways, 2-year limited warranty. Yeah, I'm not excited about ground like I am about air, but I'll still get into it. I'll do it. All right. These are all right. Just a little nibble of screw. Nothing fancy. All right. But I'll tell you what, this is actually motivating me to get cracking back on that Genesis Mini I got. I've been sidetracked with everything else. Video games. And actually the last month has been the garage, getting that converted into a nice little workshop. Let's see.
Tail booms. Port here. We already did it right, but double checking. Yep, long arm. Long arm in the front. Okay. Optional canopy. I don't know why it would be optional, but whatever. Don't lose those. Okay, bad idea. They do not. There. Canopy fixing column, set screw. They show it here, but then they don't image it there. Let's get these measured, all of them. Washer, 2.5 by 6. Two washers, 2.5 by 6. I don't think that's what these are. And 2.5 by 7s. Alright, that's these 4. I'm going to get my good glasses. Reading glasses. And fuck. Oh, there it is. All right, now back to these. 5x6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, and 2 are going to take washers. So he was asking earlier what my avionics was. Well, I got a. I'm still on the fence. I don't think I really want to use this nice Ego Drift motor. I might just get the cheap AK420 motor or try one of those quantum motors and save this for shit. I'd have an excuse to do a raw 420. So maybe that's what I will do. Don't tell my wife. She don't care. No, the only thing she'll say is, did you do your other craft first? And I'll have to say no. Because I got a bad habit of buying, well, like that crawler. Shit, I bought that damn near 8-9 months ago. I bought this AK 7 months ago. My Genesis Sport, the Mini's not done yet. Yeah, no, that's when she starts looking at me sideways. Because I'll plow through thousands of dollars on something and it'll just sit on the shelf for 6+ months to a year or more even. You don't even want to know what my basement, jeez, that remodel's been going on for years. I'm a procrastinator. Except for work. I do not. I'm on top of work. That shit's on lockdown. But everything else in life gets to have its procrastination. Yeah, when it comes to work, I get annoyed as fuck. When I go, let's say somebody, they got like 3,000 or 4,000 emails that are unopened and unread. It's like, dude, I can't stand to have an email unread for more than minutes. All right, these are the 7s. 5 by 6, so 1, 2 with washers. Oh, I missed your email. Like, yeah, I know. That's why I'm IMing you. No, I'm lucky. I'm not bitching about work. I fucking hate. I love my job. That's all there is to it. I just the kind of job I dreamed about having when I was a little kid, and now I got it. So yes, I have my fantasy job, and if I was happier flipping burgers, I'd go flip burgers. But and that's cheating. It's not really work when you love what you do for a living. And you wake up like, yeah, I get to go to work. Yay. I get to stay home and do work from home. Oh, I can make up my own schedule. If I need to go push a button physically, I'll go push the button physically. If I can remote in and do it, I'll remote in and do it. If I want to go to the office and take care of some stuff there, that's one of the things I love flexibility in a job. If you have a job where you're flexible and you like doing it and you're paid good to do it, I wouldn't. Some people say, oh, money. Okay, yeah, I'd go make more money working across the street at company X instead, but I wouldn't be as happy. So no. What are you going to incentivize me with? Like my boss tried to give me a promotion once, and we get paid more. Like, it's just pieces of green paper and ink. I'd much rather be happy at what I'm doing. Don't care about a promotion. I'm good. What's a promotion anyways? More stuff? Yeah, pass. And the juice is almost never worth the squeeze. People are always constantly wanting that upward mobility, and then you get all the responsibility that goes with it. And then you're like, well, fuck. I got 5 times the stress and panic, but I only got 10-20% extra pay. No. Pass every single damn time. Another thing I don't like about corporations, like the corporations. My boss doesn't do this to me, not at all. But I've had him in the past. Like, well, they give you a bar, you meet it, and then the next quarter or next year they want to raise the bar. I'm like, okay, are you going to raise my salary? No, you're doing it for growth. Like, okay, how about growth of my salary? Well, you're going to do it for the betterment of the company. Well, how about the company do the betterment of my wallet? Just they call it silent quitting, I guess. And can you blame people? They want you to increase your productivity or whatever 10-20%, but they want to give you a 2 to 3% pay raise every year. Well, yeah, but if you bust your ass, okay, so you bust your ass and you get a 4% pay raise. That still doesn't keep up with the inflation. So stress yourself for a raise that doesn't keep up with inflation, or don't stress yourself for a raise that doesn't keep up with inflation. No, the only way to get ahead is you quit You go on to the next company, the next job, the next role, team, whatever. But when you have magic and you don't want to leave, they got you on lockdown for that. Oh, look at that. That fit in nicely. How about you? I'll take it. Gonna Loctite all of these. One at a time. Not today. I like having the frame assembled first, then doing the tightening and fastening it down. And typically it'll be because I do in one go, I can afford to put Loctite in. But in this case, and I'm dragging it out over a weekend. The 4 in here that have their Loctite, fine. That'll set in 24 hours, and it's just they're attached to the plate. Big deal. Yep, all right, that's the match. And maybe I'll have this done in the next 24 hours and before that actually sets in place. I felt it. They hadn't done anything yet, and there was no compression on them. All right, and then this one over here for this plate gets a screw. Oh my goodness. It's taking the shape of a helicopter frame. How exciting is that? We all know. You get through this first hump and you're like, cool, right on. But when you start getting to this hump, you're like, yes, the end is in sight. Especially when you start mounting like the tail. Let's see. And no, the end isn't in sight at all. I'm not even a third of the way through this kit. Inner one above the circle. All right. Good. One, two, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth one goes over here. These clusters of 7 go there. And these fasteners go into where the tail boom is. I'm talking to absolutely nobody right now, but you know what? This is my therapy. Let's see. And something for the kids and maybe grandkids. Internet's forever. To the end of the earth, and everything burns to ash. By fire. It's like the Matrix. Civilization reaches a peak and then it just gets wiped out for the next cycle. Yeah, right. Okay. It's a pretty plausible explanation for all the megalith structures that go around. Species rise and fall. If you think we're the pinnacle of civilization, guess the fuck again. These buildings will all be gone. Give it a few hundred years and they'll be crumbling. And within a few thousand years, you won't even have steel girders. It'll just be a pile of iron and rust. Right. No, the ancients knew how to build shit to last. We do not. Not this society. Not even close. And then when you really want to keep it preserved, you bury it, like Göbekli Tepe. we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So those two went in there. The lower one that went there. Oh, okay, here it is. I think that looks so hideously ugly. I mean, that just looks so nasty. Ugh. I almost want to... Look at that. I don't... Whatever. Yeah. They suck for telling me to put CA glue in there. I definitely wasn't going to do it on the outside. You know what? It gets covered with a canopy. It's still... Machu Picchu. I want to go all those cold. I would love to go and visit those sites. Gotta wait till the kids are older. And you gotta get Disneyland and Disney World out of their way. They won't appreciate it until they're in their late teens. And then you have that sweet spot where they're still interested in doing stuff, but they haven't quite turned shitty yet because they're hormones and fifis. Oh. And right, note to self. Don't forget. Loctite this page. Loctite, not yet. But I did clean all the holes already. And I cleaned the washers. Or the fasteners, I mean. Nice. You know, I'm going to give them credit where credit's due. That's a nice long plate. You have options here. Let's see. I don't know yet if I'm going to do an RP3 or an RP2. I've heard people, you can't put an RP2. Like, yeah, you can. I'm flying line of sight. Those things are good for kilometers. But I definitely... I can mount it. That's nice, yeah. I mean, that? No. Wouldn't do that. But I could definitely double-side the tape up here, though. And I think there was a servo, where is it? Oh, I'll find it later. Anyways, the antenna, or shit, could even do it like that. Yeah, I could totally do it like that. Have the antenna just come out the side right there. Yeah. Yep, totally. You won't get a full signal. Like, I'm not going out 100 miles. I'm not even going out. I'm going like 100 meters at best. If I went out past 100 meters, I would be stressed. It's gonna be itty bitty little. You'd start losing orientation if you were out that far. Anyways, all right, that's cool. I like that. A nice long plate. I may do the RP3H. I may do an XR. Typically I mount them off to the side like this, but this one actually has a tail boom mount set up. Do a little double-sided tape and then zip tie right here. I got the little slots for the zip tie. And then there's enough to fit the, yeah, by the time I add the double-sided tape, totally do that. I'll go into the port just fine. I don't know. Crossfire port, I love you. Even without double-sided tape, it'll fit. So with double-sided tape, it will absolutely fit on there just fine. Double-sided tape, put a zip tie over the top. It ain't going nowhere. That's awesome. Yeah, all right, you guys. That's a nice long build plate for mount. I dig it. You have options. So many of these kits come out here, and by the time you get the, well, like my Nimbus, oh my god. At first you're like, oh wow, there's tons of room on here, but once you start adding in the rear servo plate and all the swash guide and the leveler and the control surface, suddenly the plate just starts shrinking and shrinking and shrinking, and the Nimbus, I could barely squeeze anything in. I actually had a big long tunnel of wires coming out the side because I couldn't even run them underneath the plate. I'll show you. And you're like, yeah, right. Like, no, it gets cramped in there. Especially when you're trying to sleeve the cables for extra protection. Does anybody even keep these? I don't. I used to, and then I just stopped. Buy a $20 replacement, I guess. Anyway. All right. This will be one of my... I've got the Genesis Mini, and I was going to put the XR unit in that, Nexus XR. But I'm even debating doing my Genesis Mini on V-Bar. I got a spare one. I was going to use it anyway, whatever. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Those are all down. Next page. Look at that. All right. Oh, if you don't like me talking, all right, mute me. Or leave. Or thumbs down. I don't care. How could you not get like I don't? Is that your way of exercising power? I love that when my wife has thousands of viewers and she'll get the occasional demanding, like, if you don't answer I'm gonna unsub, and she'll just like, do it, and don't forget to hit the thumbs down on your way out the door. Who do you think you are? Like, who do you think you are? Won't work for you. You're missing the point of this channel entirely. If you think the couple $1,000s a year it generates means anything to us, like, please, that's a weekend trip. It doesn't do anything. It's all ready to go. Wow. Screw insulation around the bearing. First, let the spindle insert through the fuselage of the two bearings so that the two bearings in a concentric position. What? And make sure it's moving smoothly up and down. Attach the 8 and cup head screws on both sides of cross tighten. Cup head screws in place and tighten the 8M2. Oh, the ones that they said do not tighten earlier. Spindle moves up and down smoothly, otherwise it will cause excessive vibration of the helicopter. Okay, well, I don't understand or see how, but I believe you. Oh, now I understand why. Yeah. There's just an absolute shitty way that they fucking do that. Not cool, mate, dudes. Not cool at all. Nope. Yeah, well, that's why they say don't tighten it, and I'm glad I listened to them. Yeah, there you go. All right, so that I hope you all saw that. I think all right. I'm not going to have them go up and over. I'm going to have them go right out the back. Yep. So if y'all didn't catch that, it was binding, and as soon as I loosened these up, it allowed it to create its own straight shot. And they said otherwise it'll create excessive binding. And then this, because I don't know how or what deep the swash is going to go with it once I get the geometry going. I'm not going to have these come up and over. I'm going to have them go underneath and right out the back. So Actually, I don't think I needed to do that. This one, let's see. It'll feed there. Oh, maybe I did. Okay. Oh shit, motherfucker! Yeah. Look at that. I didn't even have to undo it. Okay, there you go. Learn from my mistake. You can just feed it out direct. Back to underneath here. I'll come up with something nice. I might go over the. I might feed the. I might feed them under the plate here. Over the tail boom. Along the tail boom. And then come up the side and just plug right into the nexus. This is actually going to be pretty nice to wire in, I think. Okay, I could run it underneath the plate. This plate is very nicely. I can pull these two screws up, and that would let me pry the plate up, run the line underneath. I could fit a shrink wrap under there. I could if I wanted to. Let's see, we'll have fun with this. Or I'll just run it down traditionally underneath. Definitely going to sleeve them, but I was thinking about putting like a paracord sleeve. And yeah, I could do a paracord there and then zip tie it right there. We'll see. Yeah, I might end up lifting the plate up. Just have it come right up here. Who knows? All right, that's a later problem. Anyway. Two by 6, 2 by 5 was both sides, cross tighten. All right, well, one thing's for sure, it's time to Just putting a ceramic coating on the bearing. It's just PTFE. Cheap stuff you get at Home Depot, works just fine. 3-in-1. For fancy or premium, this stuff is essentially the same thing. It's a better quality though. Nobody's gonna argue that. I mean, you can even just see in the coloring. There's definitely a denser formula mix, and this stuff will leave a white residue, but this stuff just glides on. I love this stuff. I always keep it on hand. But this is my cheap stuff for, you know, like micro helis, the Goose Guy, the OMP, where I'm not trying to ultra baby pamper it. That's nice. All right. Make sure it's smoothing up and down, which it is. This is very smooth. Attach the 8-inch cup head screws to both sides and cross tighten. Okay. So there's an error in the manual. These are 2.5 by, these are 2 by 6. And here it says 2 by 8, or sorry, 2 by 5. These says 2 by 6, and then this says 2.5 by 7. Well, I already know that's the 2.5 by 7. The plate mounts, but anyway. That's a few hours. I might take a break here pretty soon. Yeah. All right. Next one. Yeah, it's ready for me to tighten the mount in. I think I'm going to end it right here, part 3. I'm going to cleaned. All right. Blue Loctite next. Yeah, because I just want the ceramic and the glue to just kind of work and settle itself in. That's all. And I'm tired enough. I'm going to do something else. I don't hear my printer, so I think 3D prints are done. I'm assuming that goes with this. That is the tail servo mount. Oops. Oh, no, it's fine. It's going to get a lot worse, especially when she starts flying with it. I'm waiting for the first time she just mangles it. I'm like, don't worry, that only cost $10 and 5 hours. This is the battery mount, battery tray. Okay. All right, live stream ended.